Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the William Ruto's government is proving to have more appetite for money without minding how they are getting this money. Their one and only focus is collecting more money. And David Ndii, who happened to be an economic advisor to William Samoei Ruto, has come out with a new suggestion which is targeting to hit hard on both people who are employed and those who are in an informal sector, and even those who don't have job. Because now the new proposal is that KRA is going to target the users of M-Pesa. It's like they are going to tax the M-Pesa. That's the new plan. And if you check, the story was shared in the Star newspaper with the headline, KRA to spy on M-Pesa data to meet tax targets. Why are they coming to the M-Pesa? What is the motive behind this? Uhuru Kenyatta wasn't collecting any tax from M-Pesa, but he managed to run the government. But Ruto want to milk it, and I want to tell you how this is going to turn into a double taxing. Actually, William Ruto want to double tax Kenyans. You will end up paying a double taxes in this government. But before I explain that, just a quick request for those who are watching and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our 10 subscribers, thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give our video a thumbs up. Thank you, and back to this discussion. Now, first of all, let us start with the people who have been employed, both in the government or private sector. The truth is that once you earn your salary, that salary is taxed. Pay as you earn. So already you have paid your tax. But now, Ruto want to follow what you have remained with. What is being referred to as net earning, You have paid your taxes, what you remain with. In that net earning, normally here in Kenya, many people will prefer to transfer their money from bank, then to the M-Pesa before they start spending. Now, when this money is on M-Pesa, you will budget for it how you want to spend it. Sometimes even you will pay through M-Pesa. So the question is that if you already paid your taxes, then someone want to tax what is on M-Pesa, what will happen to your net earning at that time? They cut you that side, and now to M-Pesa again they want to cut. Already that is a double taxes. You tax mwananchi twice. And by the way, almost 80% of Kenyans are using M-Pesa. That means you are literally doubling this tax. So you want to double what Uhuru was getting in the name of collecting taxes. Now, that is people who have been employed. So their net earning is going to be shared again between them and the government. Let us come to those people who are not employed. You are just at home. Kwa mfano wewe unakula mshahara, unaweka kwa M-Pesa, unatumia mama yako nyumbani, yule mwenye hana kazi, ama ndugu yako, ama dada yako. Anyone you want to help. Because I know Kenyans are generous, they always help. That person whom you are sending that money, it means once it lands in their phone, pap, watu wa KRA wako hapo. They also want to take their percentage from that money. So already they have taxed you. Again, once you send the man, the person who received the money, KRA iko pale tu, pap. Anytime they want to remove that money and spend, they are being taxed again. So look at that. How many times you have taxed this person? Why is David Ndii advising William Ruto to tax even the poor of the poorest in this country? Even me, my mom is not working. So you will earn, and at the end of the month, she will be asking for something. Even without asking, you just know unahitaji kumtumia kitu. So hata ile kidogo unamtumia, it will be taxed. So if you are sending 10,000, maybe 1,000 will end up into taxes. Kama unatuma 5,000, atapata labda 4,000 na kitu hapo. The rest is going to go into taxes. But the irony here is that this is a government that promised to come and work for the poor of the poorest. They refer to Uhuru Kenyatta's government as the government of the rich. They said Uhuru Kenyatta is a president who is taking care of the interest of the rich, because the government was run on a trickle-down effect. That's the economy. But William Ruto promised to have bottom-up, but not a trickle-down. So where is the bottom-up, Mr. President, if you are going to tax the poor people in this country who depend on their sons, daughters, and relatives to send them something? Kenyans who are being paid poorly, you already tax them. Then again you follow them, you want to double tax them through the M-Pesa. Is that what he referred to, the bottom up? Or what was this bottom up? He literally referred to what kama akina Raila, Uhuru Kenyatta, and the team akina Mudavadi dynasty. That's why they rely on trickle down. But now, kumbe hii bottom up ilikuwa tu ni opposite. Actually, when Ruto say anything, please take the opposite. And take serious on the things that he's not talking about. Because every time he was talking about bottom up was the slogan. But now, Ruto is taking trickle down to another level. He has really scaled it up. I think the people who will suffer the most are the poor, the needy, and the jobless in this country. Sababu sasa hata watu mara nyingi hawatumii bank. So the small sources they have here is just through M-Pesa. Mama mboga yule wa kawaida na boda boda. They earn small, where this money they normally save on a mshwari, something like that. They always keep on M-Pesa. So it means even mshwari is going to be taxed. First of all, ukiweka kibanda yako hapo, lazima kanjwa na kuja unalipa. You are paid. Now you earn your small profit, you keep in mshwari. Sababu hawa watu wengi hawatumii banks. Again, Mheshimiwa Ruto anataka afate kwa hiyo yenye umeweka kwa mshwari, akuje pia akupiga tax nyingine. Where is the space for the hustler? Ruto called Kenyans poor, and he said he's the president of the poor. Indeed, he's the president who was going to torment the poor. This is a government that is going to torment the poor of the poorest in this country. Hata ni heri hawa watu wenye wako na mshahara, unakata wanabaki na kitu. Lakini mtu mwenye hana kazi, anajaribu tu kukazana huko nje to earn something. These are the people who depend heavily on M-Pesa. They bank on M-Pesa. So he is actually coming for you. He will tax you. County government inakupiga tax hapo ukifanya biashara yako kwa kibanda. Ruto naye anangojea ukishaweka tu kwa M-Pesa hivi, David ndiye anamwambia toa. So they will be coming for that money. Poor people in this country, and even those who are on wages, hata watu wenye wako kwa wages, unajua wanalipa na M-Pesa saa zingine. Watu wa mjengo wanalipangwa kwa M-Pesa mara nyingi siku hizi. So kama unafanya kwa siku 500, at the end of the week maybe you will end up with 2,500 there in 6 days time. So with your 2,600 kama mtu wa mkono kwa mjengo vijana, already as you receive that money, this government is waiting to cut tax from that. Hawaja kuajiri. Wewe bado unang'ang'ana tunatafuta kazi. Someone is sending school fees. We do it through M-Pesa. They are going to tax it. You have earned, they have taxed. Now you are sending school fees, they will tax. You have a sick person in the hospital. Sometimes we are clearing our bills through M-Pesa. Hata pesa zenye unataka kulipia mgonjwa zitakupigwa taxes. This is the new norm in this government. So it was not a bottom-up government. It was a trickle down at another scale. They want to milk the poor dry. They want to milk the mamamboga, the hustler, the boda dry completely to satisfy their appetite for money. It's like they came to do business, you see. Instead of bringing governance, Mheshimiwa Ruto amefocus kufanya biashara na Wakenya. Na kweli anataka kufanya biashara na maisha ya Wakenya. We must say no. He should not tax the M-Pesa. It should never happen at all. Na Safaricom hawana haki ya kudisclose data ya watu bila ruhusa yao pia. This must stop.